Guess what? It's World Whiskey Day, and we are ready to celebrate here on CLE Weekend. And I brought Tom Licks. He's the founder and CEO of Cleveland Whiskey, so you can drink local and still celebrate World Whiskey Day. I love that. Tell me why you wanted to found something like that here in Cleveland.
You know, I'm actually not originally from Cleveland.
Okay.
Moved here. My mom was born and raised here. Moved here to care for her and found it was just a great place to settle. Okay. So I've been here now for about 16 years and I love it.
And you said they're whiskey drinking crowd. I think I need to start a business like that, or what?
It's whiskey drinking, but it's also just sort of a great accepting place full of entrepreneurs, new things, manufacturing, production. It's a good place. We've got educated workforce, blue collar, white collar. You need them both. Great water source.
Yeah. They say that about beer making in Cleveland. Does that play into whiskey? Absolutely. Really? Why?
Well, in a whiskey, you've got anywhere from 50% to 60% water. So.
And it's our good Lake Erie water plays into
it. It really is. You know, despite the comments people make about our water, we have great water.
That's awesome to hear.
Boston, and we have incredible water.
Okay. All right. So tell me about what you brought here today and what people might be able to imbibe in on World Whiskey Day.
So I brought three things with us. This is sort of our classic one. It is our Cleveland Black Reserve. It's 100 proof. We've done over 3,600 blind taste tests against one of the best whiskeys out there, and we've won 54% of the time. So
wow.
Well,
that's great. I've seen those in a lot of gift baskets and under Christmas, under the Christmas tree, and gifts in terms of hostess gifts and things like that too.
Features the name Cleveland. This is quintessentially a Cleveland whiskey.
Sure. Okay. What else?
I also brought Wheat Penny. This is our full proof version. It's 115 proof, so it's pretty strong. This is a wheated bourbon. It comes with a penny right here on the cap.
Oh, okay.
And it's a wheat penny, so it's an older penny. We hand glue each one in there. It started with my collection of wheat pennies from when I was a kid.
Okay.
And but that's a really good one too. It's won all sorts of gold and double gold medals at competitions around the world.
And what's the difference between these two?
So this is sort of a classic. It's a little less proof. It's 100 proof. It's also made with more corn and rye. This one has corn and wheat, so it's a little smoother, a little sweeter. But if people are used to drinking bourbon, this is probably closer to what you're used to.
Okay.
Oh, also this one we finish with black cherry wood.
Oh.
But this is something totally unique that we do. Also makes it a little bit sweeter. It's not the berries, but it's the wood. We've got a technology we use to create this. Nobody else can make it. It makes it really extraordinary.
Okay, and one more here too?
This one is something totally different. This is Magic Rabbit. It is a chocolate and peanut butter flavored whiskey.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty popular. They're gaining some ground. So you said I got to get in on this.
This one is doing really, really well. People, it's great when it's cold. You put it on ice. You mix it with tequila. You put it on ice cream, pancakes. It's phenomenal.
Oh my God. Okay, now are you going to pour any of these? I know it's early in the morning.
Pour whatever you'd like.
I would love to try this.
Okay, but if you're going to try more than one, I would save that one for last.
Okay.
That sort of stays now. So,
do you do flights where you are?
We do. Although we're in the middle of moving our facility down to the flats.
Okay.
We're going to a much larger facility. It's in a historic building that we've been refurbishing for the last 2 years.
Oh, that's great.
We move in there in the course of the next month.
Okay, and there'll be, it'll be a more larger scale tasting room.
Oh yeah,
much
bigger much bigger than what you have.
Okay.
When you're tasting a whiskey, you don't necessarily have to finish what somebody gives you.
Sure, of course.
That's perfectly okay.
Of course.
Now, typically your first sip wakes up your...
Yeah, for sure.
Second sip is where you get the taste.
Okay, it's pretty smooth on that first sip. Okay. Very good.
And it's 100 proof.
Oh, and you're right. It is. It kind of blossoms a little bit on that second one. That's strong. That is strong. If you like it, though, you said if you like bourbon, you're going to like that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this one's actually a little bit stronger. It's 15 proof. But that's the one that is a wheated bourbon.
Okay.
It's a little smoother, but then we finish it with black cherry wood, so it makes it unique.
Is it terrible to ask if you mix this with anything, or are these just...
The sort of whiskey snobs will say, oh my God,
right.
Mix it, whatever. I say, if you really like your bourbon with Coke, and you're drinking it with our bourbon, Cleveland whiskey, then I'm fine with it.
Okay.
So you should drink it the way you like it.
That's fair. All right, one last sip I can do on a Saturday morning, right? I think I like this one better than this one for my personal taste. But they're both
everybody has different tastes. Like I know a lot of people like asparagus. I can't stand it. It's like So you just
Some people
never
are
go.
not bourbon and whiskey drinkers, but you know, there's all these whiskey bars and bourbon bars that have popped up around town. I'm sure you want to get in on that. So, all right, this is the peanut butter one.
This is peanut butter. It's chocolate and peanut.
Chocolate and peanut butter. Oh man, this is dangerous. Oh, that's a winner. On a dessert too, amazing. That is so delicious.
Magic Rabbit.
Magic-
All natural ingredients. It's doing really well for us. We sell it
I can see why.
16 states. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tom, for sharing and celebrating World Whiskey Day with us.